Get 3 months of local news for just 99 cents a month. You'll get unlimited access to the news you need to stay engaged and connected to your community. Visit DuluthNewsTribune.com/subscribe now to get 3 months of local news for only 99 cents a month.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Friday, September 13th. I'm Wyatt Buckner, the Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union's services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
It's Friday. If you're looking for some fun things to do this weekend, Duluth News Tribune arts and entertainment reporter Jay Gabler has some options in this week's Best Bets.
It's fall, y'all. The rise to national prominence of Governor Tim Walz, whose great-great-grandfather brought the family surname over from Germany, serves as a reminder that German Americans are in fact Minnesota's most populous ethnic group. On one weekend each fall, Duluth takes a break from sauna culture, not that Germans don't love sauna, to remind residents and visitors that German traditions are alive and well in the Zenith City. Duluth October Festival takes place today, Friday, through Sunday, September 15th. The Bayfront Festival Park event will feature the year's largest tent, a Stein holding contest, plenty of party polkas, and, of course, the much-anticipated Dachshund Derby on Sunday. That's this weekend, Bayfront Festival Park in Duluth. Now let's talk about singers. Duluth-born Bob Dylan is still touring at 83, and to that, Frankie Valli says, "Hold my coffee." The latter music legend, now 90, has live dates listed through April, including a Mystic Lake Casino show next month, on an official website that identifies him as the original Jersey Boy. Jersey Boys, which premiered 20 years ago, is a classic example of a successful jukebox musical. It makes the well-worn tunes of Valley and the Four Seasons sound fresh again, with a book that weaves an unexpectedly compelling story from the origins of a band that wasn't previously on the shortlist of behind-the-music contenders. Duluth Playhouse is bringing that story to the North Shore Theater in a run that opens today, Friday. It should resonate with audiences who know the shore life well, even if our boardwalk doesn't have quite as many roller coasters as New Jersey's. That is at the North Shore Theater in Duluth, opening tonight, Friday. Finally, let's mention a film playing here in Duluth, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Baby Jane Hudson, the vaudeville veteran who terrorizes her sister in the movie Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, is billed as the diminutive dancing Deuce from Duluth. Eleanor Deuce was a famed Italian actor. The character is fictional, but the rivalry between actors Joan Crawford and Bette Davis was very real, and public curiosity about it helped turn the 1962 movie into a hit. It's since become a cult favorite. St. Louis County Depot is leaning into the local angle with a screening tonight, Friday, hosted by History Haley Eidenschink and Duluth's famous Kaylee Matuzak. Who will do the diminutive dancing? You have to go and find out for yourself. That's tonight at the Depot here in Duluth. For more on these and other best bets for the week, check out DuluthNewsTribune.com. I'm Jay Gabler.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. A graduate student at the University of Minnesota Duluth was sent to the hospital with minor injuries after a lab explosion involving nitric acid. UMD sent an emergency alert to evacuate Voss Kovach Hall at 9:58 a.m. Thursday after reports of a chemical explosion. The UMD Police Department received a 911 call from someone in the vicinity of the explosion around 9:20 a.m. Campus alert systems like SafeView, text alerts, and emails were used to inform the campus community. UMD spokesperson Alex Messenger reported minimal impact and minor injuries and said the evacuation was called out of an abundance of caution for campus safety. UMD Police, Duluth Fire Department, and the Environmental Health and Safety Office all reported to the scene of the explosion. The explosion involved a graduate student working lab conditions. The student was transported to a hospital in a personal vehicle with minor injuries and released after being treated. Voss Kovach Hall and two of the surrounding buildings underwent the process of ventilation to remove any residual contamination left by the explosion. The school lifted all building evacuations at 3:53 p.m. Thursday and declared them open and safe to enter. Though the incident was contained to a small section of the lab, All 3 buildings were evacuated because of their connecting ventilation system. UMD Police Chief Sean Hulls said that though there isn't an exact count, it's likely that hundreds of people were evacuated since classes were happening at that time. At a Thursday afternoon news conference, UMD spokespeople said the explosion involved nitric acid, but officials are not sure what caused it. Campus officials will launch an investigation into the incident. A vehicle struck a bus bringing students to school in Cherry on Thursday, sending 12 students and both drivers to the hospital, according to St. Louis County School District Superintendent Reggie Ingebretson. According to the Minnesota State Patrol, the bus rolled and 21 students on board suffered minor, non-life-threatening injuries. The crash happened at 7:52 a.m. Thursday at the intersection of Town Line Road and County Highway 5 in rural Hibbing, between a 2006 Toyota RAV4 driven by Savia Lynn Snickers, 19 of Alborn, and the 2021 Bluebird school bus driven by Sean Allen Lindula, 52 of Iron, according to the State Patrol. Snickers, the RAV4 driver, was taken to Essentia Health in Duluth with life-threatening injuries, and Lindula, the bus driver, was taken to Essentia Health in Virginia with non-life-threatening injuries, according to the State Patrol. A spokesperson with Essentia did not immediately respond to the News Tribune's request for updated condition reports on the 2 drivers. The State Patrol is investigating the crash. The driver of the vehicle, quote, went through a stop sign and hit the bus on Highway 5, end quote. The students on the bus were in kindergarten through 12th grade and were headed to Cherry School. Ingebretson said additional support staff, counselors, and social workers are at the school to support students and staff. He said, quote, we're providing support for everyone at Cherry and doing our best, end quote. Thursday's crash is the second incident involving a St. Louis County School District bus in 8 days. On the morning of Wednesday, September 4th, a school bus driver with 18 Southridge students on board was arrested for driving while impaired. No students were injured, and the driver, Anthony Stephan Israelson, 44 of Culver, was charged this week with 2 gross misdemeanor counts of driving while impaired. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to the Superior Telegram's history podcast, Archive Dive.
Here's the forecast for the Duluth area on this Friday. A bit of patchy fog will start off the day, but otherwise mainly sunny conditions will be the headline across the Arrowhead for your Friday. Highs this afternoon reach only into the lower to mid-70s, though some 80s are possible further inland. Clouds will be increasing tonight, with chances for some rain and a few rumbles of thunder then as we head into your Saturday. Highs tomorrow reach the mid-70s. More sunshine and highs into the upper 70s return then for your Sunday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Daly.
Thank you to Archive Dive for their support. The monthly history podcast, hosted by Superior Telegram reporter Maria Lockwood, dips into the archives of historic events, people, and places around Superior and Douglas County. A new episode titled A Tour of Superior's Retooled Schools is now available at superiortelegram.com, or wherever you also get this podcast. Reporting for today's episode was done by Kavya Gupta, Jimmy Lovern, and Jay Gabler. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday.